Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. For the first time with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Moore. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Moore. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Operating from the gun, Moore. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
Got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. More now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
More now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit.
81.
A big play there. his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead.
Good.
Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 26.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
It's
a gain of 6 there on 1st. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now they try the right side here. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
4th and goal.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This is a 26-yard attempt.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Moore. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Operating from the gun, Moore. He's going to take off with it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now Moore, off play action, going for it all. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Running from the gun, Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Moore going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Number 81.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
To throw is Moore. Looking to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. That's complete to Slayton. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Off the option, that's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
17. Lions.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
It got his man complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Moore. Bearing it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, Moore. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
To number 17.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Lions 21. Panthers 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards, the final tally.
And they'll try to run the option here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Moore. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
Quickly completed to the right flat. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 12.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
By the Lions.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Moore throwing on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. Slant, slant.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd? And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he puts it through.
That ties the game, 24-24. Joey Slide.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Moore. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Moore to throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions 1st down.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Second down at 4. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And the Lions are going to win this game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Lions, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, depend on my power. Hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some